I'm from Palestine Solidarity Campaign, but also Sheffield Jews against Israeli Apartheid. Keep going. Absolutely. It's difficult to know what to think about the news with regard to the ceasefire. Everybody, I'm sure, here is hoping that a ceasefire will hold. But as we chant, no justice, no peace, this ceasefire is just the first step. And what I heard on the radio this week was an interview with Marwan Barghouti, where he said very explicitly on the radio, on BBC News, he said, no, there can be no peace until there is an end to the occupation. And that interview was then completely drowned out by a representative of Israel who just showered lies unchallenged on the radio. And it's for these reasons that the march tomorrow in London, organised by Palestine Solidarity Campaign, was due to assemble outside the BBC headquarters in Portland Place and then march to Whitehall for a rally. But the Met Police, in their considerable doubtful wisdom, have decided that this isn't something that we should be seeing on our streets. They claim that they are concerned that the march will interfere with Jewish people going to synagogue on a Saturday morning. Now, this is complete rubbish. First of all, there isn't a synagogue anywhere near the route. The second thing is that this just plays into the Zionist narrative that this is actually a conflict between Jewish people and Palestinian people. More properly, this is a conflict between Zionist people and Palestinian people. People who support the State of Israel and its greater designs, and those that support the liberation of the Palestinian people. So the Met Police, in fact, by owning that argument, have decided to clamber onto something that is in fact quite anti-Semitic. There has never ever been any threat from these marches in London to Jewish people. In fact, there are many thousands of Jewish people that have been going on these marches, and the Jewish bloc, they are often right to the front. They have a massive banner, Jewish bloc. The rally tomorrow, in fact, is going to start at Whitehall, and then, we hope, will march to the BBC, so they've reversed it. But the police now say, even though that synagogue services, just following their argument, even though synagogue services will finish at about 1 o'clock, so everybody will be well dispersed by the time the march would get to Portland Place, the BBC are now forbidding the march at all, saying that will stop people parking, which could be anywhere. But it is so important. It's so important that we hold on and understand onto the lies that they have been telling, so that when you see the reports tomorrow, who knows what's going to be happening on the march, there will be a determined effort to march to Portland Place, I am sure, and there will be an equally determined effort by the police to stop us. So when you see the reports tomorrow, just make sure you understand that actually what we're marching for is fair representation on the BBC, which is supposed to be a balanced news broadcaster, but also we're marching for an end to the occupation, and that the ceasefire is just one small step on that march. No justice?
No peace!
No justice?
No peace!
Thousands in our millions!
We are all Palestinians!
In our thousands in our millions!
We are all Palestinians!
In our thousands in our millions!
We are all Palestinians! Gaza will rise.